Hello, my name is Reha Sakar, and I've been working in the digital media industry for more than 20 years. And I love watercolors, and I've been doing watercolors for a while. And I'd love to, from my own experiences, both digital and traditional medium, and like tell you about like all the mistakes that I've been just going through and how to avoid them, what to do to fix them. And especially for this video, we're going to talk about how to um, know where you stop with watercolors, or how to not overwork with your watercolors. And also, it's a very common mistake that you don't fix your mistake in watercolors. Everything, every other medium, you can do whatever you want to. But when it comes to watercolor, if you make a mistake, you have to accept the mistake and just stop, not fix it. As in this video, we're going to talk about those. We're going to come back to this topic in a bit. And before that, I want to talk about my course that we prepared with Artefacto Online Learning School. So my new course is Moody Watercolors, and it's really good for beginners or intermediate, or even if you're an advanced watercolor artist. I talk about a lot of things like lighting, the mood, how to capture the mood, what is important, and also there's how to avoid mistakes, some scratching techniques, and everything I learned all those years, and everything I just experienced. And literally I learned from a lot of great artists, and I make a lot of workshops with them. I went to a lot of courses, and except my experiences, I combine them all together and try to make you like for painting video that just try to share everything I know. And I hope it helps you to get a little step up, and to especially make your confidence, because in watercolor, the most important thing is the confidence. If you reach that confidence level, I'm pretty sure everything you do is just gonna be like way, way better. So yeah, please check my course and the link above, and I would love to see you there. So one of the deadliest mistakes in watercolor that an artist can do is do something and try to fix it. The first thing is you have to understand that the water dries in the paper much faster depending on the environment, and of course where you are, or how much water you put in there, or how wet the paper was. And you just go through there to fix it a little bit more, which is a really bad mistake. So what I do, and I can guarantee you it's really the best way to do, is just accept the mistake. You did a mistake, or you're not happy with the part that you already painted. Or let's say you dropped, which is a real problem, which doesn't happen to me anymore, but it happens quite a lot. So every month you drop a paint. The paint is not too bad actually, but when you drop a big bottle of water, just that drop goes there and just try to like spread out. So the good thing is you can just wipe it out and don't touch it at all, or just leave it, which I do a lot. And then you can come back later and add another wash, another layer or something there. Because I can guarantee you can try, and I'm pretty sure you tried already and you experience the same thing. The more you try to go over there, fix it, add more things, it's a horrible mistake. It's gonna ruin it's gonna destroy the painting. But when you stop, let it dry, when everything's perfect, it's right, you can come back over. You can maybe do that wash again, or you can add like other things there, or you can maybe like add that part of when it was in problem, like a building, and I don't know what else could it be. I'm gonna make a demonstration. I'm just gonna try to make a mistake and try to try and fix it. But I'm just trying to picture what else you can have, like a big drop in the sky, and I know you got all, you're like almost crying, you ruin the painting, but yes, just damage is done. Don't make it worse. Leave it. Take a deep breath. Get a coffee, go downstairs, just walk around, just let it dry, and then you can come back. Because when it dries, it's still not going to make too much damage as we're trying to fix it. So when it dries, you'll see it's not that bad. I wish it didn't happen, but the thing is you can still come and fix it. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. And also, you can always control with a napkin. You always have a napkin in your hand, which I always have a napkin in my pockets, which I feel a little waste, but I can't do without them. And then even like these I use, if I can't find anything, I just like take my coat, and just because it's too late, the drop's gonna fall down, you just wipe it out. And let me make you a demonstration. I'm gonna try to make a mistake and then just show you how to like not make it look too bad. Okay, now I'm going to show you a very simple way to try to explain what I mean. Just use a couple colors, whatever I have here, probably just actually burnt sienna and ultramarine. So I'm going to make a very first wash. So I'm gonna have some buildings here. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to go a little bit more into like buildings, that's her. And what can go wrong? So there's some like darker buildings here. So what I want to have is a nice skyline, and then okay, and then a little bit of like buildings here, which is actually happening. And when it dries, then you can try to add some more stuff in it. But now we're gonna do like a mistake, which could be like this might be a problem when moving it. Oops, you can do that as a problem. So right now it's too bad. It's still not too bad, but then again, wow, you might just ruin your first wash. You can also do this in the second wash. But the thing is, like, it's not too bad actually. Let me just ruin it a little more. Yeah, and then this happened, right? So it's gonna ruin it everywhere. It's gonna make some cauliflowers, and you don't want that. And of course, try to fix it. So what I was telling before is get a napkin and like maybe wipe it. You see, it doesn't work there, and then maybe here. You see, it's not gonna work. Or let's say just dropped the paint here, which is in your sky, or like maybe like a bigger bulk dropped. Oops. So this is supposed to be your sky, and you're gonna have some buildings here. And what you do is like, because it's still too late, you can just try and like get them out, but you see it's not working, and this is drying. You'll forget this part here. Damn it, what are you gonna do? And then this is already too late. If you touch it here, see it's gonna be worse. So let's wait this to dry, okay? Because when it dries, it goes lighter, or the mistakes go a little bit more smoothly gone, and it might create some nice effects soon. You never know, but just leave it, just like a mess here, and leave it, and let's see what's gonna happen. Second font. So this is dried. It looks not too pleasant, not great, but I'm not going to just give up on this. So let's try to add some background distant buildings here. Yes, I know it's not looking well. I know it's gonna be hard to make it look well, but still, if you can get what you're aiming for, you might be able to just get it work. And again, because I just let the mistakes like splash water mistakenly or on purpose, just let it go, and then you try to just like leave it like that, and then slowly you build your next washes. Is really like a way to like go, and it's much better than fixing them. So I'm just trying to see how I can just add a little bit more. So it's really simple. So, and then I just got a little bit darker. That might be too much. And so we started to, so it's coming along. Just a little separation. And then you want to change some more faded buildings here. Going this down and yeah, and so you start to build a cityscape. I think it's coming a little bit better, reading a little bit better slowly. And of course, this is like very basic. I'm just doing really randomly, not looking at reference or anything. It's always good to have a reference. Then you can have much better accurate shapes. And just gonna plant this down. Street, and maybe I add a building right here. And add more buildings. Okay, so again, you can drop it. Oops. That's bad, right? And what you can do to fix it, so just come in more with this, or with the color or paint, not just gonna make it worse. So it's really the bad thing can happen, right? You have a really good wash. I felt bad now too, but I really cannot do anything. Literally, I really like what I did here. It looks very abstract, very nice. And I'm working a little bit tilted so I can look properly, but still, I like it. And now it's ruined. So I'm just gonna, as I told, just wait. Literally wait and see how it's gonna dry. And then let's see if I can add more, remove more. You see I have a napkin. I don't want to touch it because I know it's gonna make it worse. Just, damn it, just let it go. So now the painting is dried. You see it's not looking good at all, but it's much better than I try to fix it. I try to damage the paper, lift the paint, and it just really causes more problems than benefits you. So it's really good to leave it like that. And I come back, as I told you, we have like a lot of time to think what you can do. It's really hard. This is like really bad that it's just ruined it all. I don't know how to save it, but it's much better than if I didn't just, if I just try to fix it and ruin it much worse. So you might use them as some highlights and try to see that just lit up like this, and now you can on purpose just splash some water, right? And this is like more like control splash. Right, I think it was a really basic, simple explanation that I try to show you, that you ruin the painting, and what do? You wait to fix it, you rush to fix it, or you just like let it go, just like leave it. Whatever is like your best solution, try it. But at the end, you'll always find out that if you don't just touch it, you're gonna end up with having more, much pleasant and really more, how do you say, it's more organic, right? Because you try to fix it, you just ruin it. But if a mistake happened, it might look more organic, like much more on purpose, or a little bit more pleasing than you're just trying to come here and like scratch it, wipe it, and just end up having a really bad, horrible painting. Right? So yeah, as you see, I'm just Trying to add some more stuff here. I cannot stop when I start here. I cannot stop it. And then come here before it's drying. Not a good time, actually. You have to do it right before. So it dries, just some scratching. And window here. Yeah, so this is what I want to show you. It's a very basic thing. Just learn to live with your mistakes. And then when something happened like this, just let it go. Because I wasn't really happy with it. So I try to ruin it as much as I can. And then at the end, I try to show you how you can really go away with that. All right. So thanks for watching this. And I really hope that it give you a couple of good ideas. And I really hope that it give you how I approach my paintings and how I approach when something is going wrong. How do you fix it? What you do? And please feel free to check my course and Artefacto online learning school, and I'll be happy to give you feedback. Thanks for watching, guys. The second thing I want to talk about is how to not overwork your paintings, how to know that you've done it. I see from really good artists to, again, amateurs, like any kind of variation of skill level or experience level. It is hard to know where you're done. And the reason is you always want to make it better, you always want to add things. But the thing is, it's always much better that you stop before you pass that level. For example, you're making, especially in watercolors, you're making a good painting. And it's actually beautiful, it's done. But the thing is, you look at this too long and you might notice that. And you're like, I want to add this, what should I add more? And the first thing is when you start asking yourself, what should I add more? Is yeah, maybe you got to stop, right? Because you know what you're going to add and you add those. And then when you add them, if you're asking yourself, what should I add more? What should I add more? They're no, I think it's got to be a mistake. Unless there's something that you have to add. And the other thing is, called this watercolors, it's really hard. It's really easy to avoid the painting. There is no undo in the watercolors. You can go over and fix things. Maybe you can add more paint and just gonna make it darker, and that's something you can do. So it's better not to touch it, because if something goes wrong, and the painting is likely to be a garbage. I did a couple things like that. I did rigging, wheeler pass, everything was so nice. I did with momentum, I did all the riggings for the ship, and then I was done. I was like, I'm gonna do more rigging. And I took this brush, had a lot of water in it, which I didn't notice. It was this nice loam and those copper sword brushes. And it just made this super huge thick line in front of my beautiful rigging. And I was like, oh my God. Maybe no one noticed that, but the thing is, to me, is it was there, super thick and super straight. Nothing was aesthetic about it. And then I just sprayed some water, as I told you before, to get a napkin. Just try to wipe it as possible, not too much, again, just one wipe. And because you try to fix that, I'm going to ruin the painting. Now the damage is done, so I just try to save it as much as I can. So I just spray it, get a napkin, put there, just wipe it, and then leave it like that. Because the more I try to fix it, I know I was going to ruin the painting way more. So that's why you have to know when you have to be stopping. And that's really easy. Just tell yourself that when you think, oh, you're looking around, things, what should I add more? What should I add more? Should I do this? Should I do that? And that's the time to stop. And this is especially for watercolors. So thank you for checking this video. And I hope you learn the content. And I'll be very grateful if you guys can check the video course we prepared in Artefacto, which is the Moody watercolors. Thanks for watching.